Gemini, welcome to your energy reading for the week of the 7th of November. How are you doing? This is the general reading, so take it as it resonates and drop the rest. So Gemini, if you like the reading, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel as you listen on, okay? So we're going to start by reading, picking 3 cards. So the first one, we have Inner Journey, okay, Gemini. And then we have here for you, Perception, okay? And then we have Discernment, okay? And we're going to pick another 3 from this deck to partner with the 3 cards. We pair them up, bring love into the situation, surrender to the divine, and then we have conclusions are within reach. Okay, so I'm going to give this deck a shuffle, mostly because we're going to pick the top cards as clarifiers as we go along. Unlimited number of clarifiers, right? Depending on what we need them for. Flying cards, flying energy. Okay, so let's see. Put them on the right side, yes. Okay, so I'm going to leave the deck here. So the first set, Inner Journey, bring love into the situation. So you are encouraged to go on an inner journey to bring love into the situation. So a lot of inner work, self-love, non-judgment, especially when you look at yourself, right? Release judgment, because the only way you can release judgment of other people is if you release judgment of self, right? The judgment that you have towards other people usually is due to the judgment towards self. And so working on self is very important in this coming week. The energy supports you in that. And you're highly encouraged to do that, right? Work on self-love, work on releasing of judgment, okay? Clarifier, reunion of souls. This is a nice one. You'll come into contact with someone that you knew from a long time ago. This could be in a form of a lesson, in a form of a person, and whatever it may be, do not be attached to the results. Just simply allow this energy to come in for you to learn, right? So reconnection with certain energies, certain places is, it's positive because it allows us to kind of review lessons that we need to review. And this could be a person. Now, if this is a person and someone from the past coming back, romantic or not romantic, it doesn't matter. Really is about reconnecting with that energies, and that energy is going to remind you of something that you perhaps have not learned. It could be a pain, it could be something very deep within you, and this reunion can bring the pain up. So have an open heart, open mind as you receive this. Let's pick another clarifier. It says struggle. So do not struggle, right? Just go with it. Release, surrender, because you do have a surrender to the divine card, which is in the second set. This is surrender to the divine, and this one is perception. So it's all about shifting your perception. Whether you want to struggle or you want to surrender is really up to you, right? It's within the mind, within the mindset. And if you see it as a bad thing, then you're going to struggle. And if you allow your divine self to take over, or you trust in the divine to orchestrate things nicely for you, then your perception has to shift. Let's pick a clarifier, and it says here ascension. Ascension is about growth, right? It's not necessarily about spiritual growth, but it could be growth like emotional, mental as well. So if you want to grow, really surrender to the divine. Do not try to control situations or control your mindset. I wouldn't say mindset. Do not control or do not force your perception of things onto other people. Allow them to have their own way of seeing things, okay? Home. Home is within self, your own body, your own beingness. Go back to that, calm down, right? And work through. You need that time to surrender to the divine and work on shifting perception. Now, the last set we have here is discernment, as well as conclusions are within reach. So be discerning in situations which you may not be seeing things clearly. You may be projecting your own stuff onto other people, your own insecurities, your own faults, your own things onto other people. So be very discerning, because you may not be seeing them accurately. However, as you work through this, you are going to get clarity. Conclusions are within reach. Let's pick a clarifier, and it says here, movement into balance. So if you feel off balance emotionally or mentally, just move, keep moving, keep on recalibrating, right? Look at how you can change your perception, work on your own psychology, work on emotional mastery, and then you come into greater balance. One more, and it says here, sacred space. Create the sacred space within yourself and honor that and allow that to be your healing space, like your meditation space, within and without, to really work on identifying and be very discerning about whose energy is what. Is it yours? If it's yours, claim it, take responsibility for it. If it's not yours, just let it go and let other people be, okay? We're going to shuffle and see what we get from this deck. More messages for Gemini. Optimism. You're encouraged to be optimistic. You can also make a wish upon a star. This is also a star card. So you can make a wish. And then we also have, you require discipline, more discipline in your daily life so that you can achieve much more. And third card is illusion. All right, be aware of the illusion that you may be casting on self and on others that may be preventing you from seeing truth and seeing reality. So Gemini, if you need more clarity about your personal journey, you can always book a private session. Details are below this video. So let's pick a card here, an inspiration for you, Gemini, from the fairy deck. And we have here parenting and children. So this is about inner parenting, parenting yourself, very important, right? Without inner parenting, you will find it your energies will run amok, and you will not know how to be a balanced person, right? You need to be balanced as a child with childlike elements of innocence, looking at the world through the eyes of innocence. But at the same time, the adult us protects us, exercise discernment, do what is right? So that balance is really necessary for you. I think you got a balance card as well. Now let's pick a card from this deck and see what your actions are to be taken or inspire you to take for the upcoming week, Gemini. And we have here for you, what can I do to make a difference? So something to think about much more deeply. Perhaps you've just been on the peripheral, you're not looking deeper into how you want to contribute as part of your life's work. So today's soul action is make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. All right, look at what kind of difference you can make today. I want to pick a clarifier for that card, and it says here duality. When you look at two sides of the same thing, are you looking at it? Do you feel like you need to choose a side? You do not need to, right? Because there is a whole spectrum. There are the gray zone, right? And so everything is situational. You have to look at the situation to adapt accordingly. There is no black and white, and highly necessary to be able to see things from a more varied perspective. Because if you are extreme, just black and white, that is usually a trauma response. So just be aware of that. The next card here is grounding. Important for you to ground, Gemini. Tendency to be in your mental body a lot. Grounding requires you to be connected with the earth and your body, okay? So that the mind is not running amok and doing its own thing. So Gemini, have a wonderful week, and I will see you again. Bye for now.